Letter of the week is F. The mommy is a capital, the baby is a lowercase. Do they look the same? Kind of. Do they sound the same? Always. F says, this is the sign for the letter F. Here are some of the words that begin with the letter F. There's a capital F and a lowercase f. And remember, they make the same sound. This says F is for fish, frog, flower, family, father, and fox. Let's head over to the table to go over instructions. For center 1, there are 3 center 1 for the letter F instructions to go over. The first thing you do, we're going to dress our F up like a frog. So you'll slide your paper clip off, slide all the pieces off, and what do you see? A capital letter F. This here says frog. You make a pointy finger and we're going to trace it 3 times. Our letters always start at the top, top, top. It goes down, 1, 2, down, 1, 2. One more time, down, 1, 2. Then you make the sign for the letter F. F, frog. Now we're ready to put the pieces on. We've got some eyeballs and we've got a couple legs. So you're gonna put your eyeballs on the frog right about here. They can be cross eyeballs, or they can be looking up eyeballs. They could be looking down eyeballs, or out to the side. They can be crazy eyeballs. You do your eyeballs however you want them. They're gonna go right about here. Don't cover up the word frog. So you can just put them next to that. Then the feet. So they can go, the feet can do whatever they want. They can just be a standing frog. It could be a frog doing a high kick. It could be a frog doing the splits. Or a frog down with its legs just kind of out to the side. However you want to put the legs, you go for it. I think my frog, I feel like having it do a high kick. That was kind of exciting for me. All right, F, frog. We're ready to glue. So take your lid off your glue stick. Make sure it's rolled up just a little bit. You just want to see a little bit of the glue over the end of this white part. Not too high, or you'll have a squishy glue mess. You're going to take off the eyeball and just do a dot as a lot on the back of the eye, and then press it down. The other eyeball, a dot is a lot. You can either do this at the same time as me, or you can watch the video of me assembling the frog and then push pause and then you can assemble the frog. However you want to do it is just great. Now time for the legs. We don't want to do the whole back of the leg because we don't want it stuck to the table. So you just look where the leg is touching the letter F, and then you turn it over and do a dot as a lot. Push it down. And a dot is a lot on the other leg. And push it down. When you're all done, make sure you put your cap back on your glue stick. Make the sign F, frog. Our second center 1 for the letter F is handwriting. Handwriting practice for, this says Jenny, yours will say your name. Pick a marker that you really like. Pick a color you really like because you're going to do the same color for the whole page. I'm going to pick pink. I like pink. The cap of the marker is going to go here, or you can hold it or put it on the table, whichever you prefer. Your 3 fingers are going to hold the marker in the proper grip, and we start at the top on the left side every time. I'm going to trace my name. You can either watch me and then push pause and trace your name, or you can trace your name the same time as me. however you want to do it. Make sure you do the whole top row before you go down to the second row, all the way across. Once you've done all the letters on the top row, bing, back to the left side on the second row. Trace every letter all the way across. Doesn't have to be perfect, just your best effort. Bing to the third row. Every letter all the way across in your very best effort. Then you can decide on this row if you want to practice writing your name all by yourself. It's going to look just like the name up here. You always want to start with the first letter is capital and then the rest are lowercase. Today I'm going to take a break from writing my name. If you want to write your name though, that's great. When you're all done, you're going to tuck your name underneath the letter of the week, which is the letter F. We're going to do our rainbow letters. So you're going to need 3 different colors for rainbow letters. I'm going to start with pink. What color are you starting with? We start with our capital. See, that's the letter on the left side. We always start at the top. It goes down, 1, 2. Don't forget to do the lowercase in the same color. Down, across. Then your lid goes on and you pick another color. I'm gonna do black for my second color. Make sure you've got the proper grip. We start back with our capital. Down, 1, 2. Don't forget the lowercase. Down and across. One more color. What color are you gonna pick? I'm going with blue. Proper grip, starting with the capital. Down, 1, 2, down and across. Once you have traced it 3 times, make sure you get your cap back on. You can hear that little click. That's how you know it's on, nice and secure. We always want to put the lids back on our markers so they don't dry out. Once you've traced it 3 times, you're done with your handwriting. You might be a little bit tired from all of that effort. I'm so proud of you. So when you're done, you can turn it over and look how cute. It's a fish. F, fish. You don't have to color this if you don't want to. If you want to leave it just blank like this, you can. If you're frustrated or you're just in the mood to scribble, you can scribble, but not on your handwriting. We don't want to scribble on our handwriting. Always best effort on handwriting. But on your fish, you can scribble if you want. Or you can color it with wonderful, beautiful detail, however you'd like. This picture has even more than just the fish. It's got a little shell down here. It's got some seaweed and some water and even some cute bubbles. Maybe you want to add even more details, like maybe the sun or some clouds in the sky or a boat up here. That would be cute. However you want to do this picture is just perfect. That's the second of our center ones for the letter F. Now we're going to go to our third. It's our journal, just like always. You make a pointy finger and trace your name. Did you notice your name has a capital first letter and the rest are lowercase? That's how we practice writing it. That's how you're going to write it probably the rest of your life, but definitely in school. And then we're going to look for the letter of the week. Remember when we get done with the first row, we bing to the next row? Ding, 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 ding. There's the letter of the week. Make the sign and say F, fish. And you open it up. Same thing, we're going to look for the letter of the week. Ding, 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 ding. There it is. F, frog. Then we're going to turn the pages. Your book is probably looking really good and starting to be full of lots of illustrations. Mine doesn't have illustrations in it, but I sure hope yours does. After E comes F. There it is. You can press the paper down. And then you're going to grab your markers. In your journal, you can trace your letters in all different colors if you'd like to. Or you can pick one color and stick with that. I think I'm just going to stick with one color this time. I'm going to go with blue. We always start at the top on the left side. The little circle shows you where to put your marker to begin. Down, 1, 2, down, and across. You're going to trace the letters all the way to the end of that first row. Once you finish that first row, bing, to the second row. They don't have to be perfect. We just give our best effort. When you are all done tracing all of these letter F's, you are going to do your illustration. So down here in this space, you're going to make your illustration, which is a drawing or a picture. Try to think of something that starts with the letter F. After you've done your illustration, you can ask a grown-up at your house or an older brother or sister that know how to write the words for you. Tell them all about your wonderful illustration and they can write the words for you. Because when you're all done with your journal, you'll have a book full of illustrations and stories or explanations about your illustration, and you will be the author and the illustrator of your own book. The author makes up the story or the words. The illustrator draws all of the pictures. Let's go over to the wall and remind ourselves of some of the words that start with a letter F. Maybe this will give you an idea of what you want to draw in your journal this week. F is for fish, frog, flower, family, father, fox. Maybe you can think of other words that begin with the letter F. And that's Center 1 instructions for the letter F.